Hi friends, welcome to Rebel Moon Tarot. Welcome back if you're returning. This reading is for the collective. It's a pick a card reading. I'm using 3 different decks today. Uh, I haven't videoed with them, so they will be new on my channel. But we have the Archangel Power Tarot cards, the Alice in Wonderland Tarot deck, and the Cozy Witch Tarot deck. And I just thought we'd shake it up a little bit, get some different perspective from some different cards. I will shuffle each deck and get one card from each to kind of give us an idea of what energy is coming through for you. And I'm meaning for this to be for the next seasonal change. Okay, so we in the Northern Hemisphere on March 20th will be moving into spring, the spring equinox. Of course, on the other side of the world, they will be entering into autumn. Okay, so wherever you are, this is a seasonal transition reading for you. I apologize if I'm clearing my throat a lot. I am battling this cold, but I refuse to give in. And I'm doing all the things. I'm drinking all the wet stuff and sleeping and, getting plenty of rest and eating well, but um, it's still fighting me. All right. Ooh, okay. You get a major arcana card for pile number 1, the Emperor. Archangel Uriel speaks of stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, and ambitious plans. That's pile number 1. Pile number 2 here. This one's the Alice in Wonderland deck. I love this deck. I'm just having so much fun with it. I love the messages and the illustrations. Oh, there it is. King of Teacups. So, of course, that would be a King of Cups in a regular Rider-Waite tarot deck. And then we have the Cozy Witch. For some reason, I want to call her the Cozy Little Witch. Maybe there is a deck, the Cozy Little Witch. I'm not sure, but the Cozy Witch tarot deck. Let's see what energy. That one flew. We have 10 of Cups, some more emotional kind of energy. And the 10 of Cups says, okay, but sometimes it really is all about rainbows and smiles, right? So those are the 3 cards you have to choose from: the Emperor, the King of Teacups, the 10 of Cups. I will have them in the description box with timestamps, so you can choose whichever one you're drawn to. You can be drawn to more than one. That's fine. There may be more than one message here for you. Yeah. So take a moment, select your pile, and I will meet you in your reading. Pile number 1, you have chosen the Emperor with Archangel Uriel, who is the archangel of good ideas and epiphanies, those light bulb moments. He's the Archangel Uriel is the archangel you would ask for help in moving forward a creative project, or if you find yourself with a creative block somewhere. But this Emperor is coming through for pile number 1, perhaps because you are being advised to kind of move into your leadership role. Maybe the situation and people around you need a strong leader, and you're being asked to move into that position. It may be that you yourself need to seek, or not need, I hate those words, need. Um, you don't need to do anything. Okay, you have free will, but maybe you benefit from seeking out some advice or counsel from someone in authority or in a higher position, someone who may have answers to your questions. It depends on how it resonates for you. So let's see. Spirit energies for this coming season change. What will pile number one benefit from knowing? How should they show up in these energies? Is there any advice, confirmation, or clarity for my pile number one friends? All right, let's get a bottom of the deck energy. Ooh, divine guidance. Wow, that's another major arcana card. Archangel Sandalphon. The search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. Okay, my friends, divine guidance. So it would appear that you most certainly are in need of becoming that divine guidance for others or seeking divine guidance from others. This could be, depending on how it relates in your world, if you're having some um, difficulty with, for example, a workplace situation, maybe you need to sit down with a boss or the leader of a group within your, or even a peer within your organization or workplace to seek some advice. Uh, it's really important at this time that you don't pretend to know what you're doing if you don't. Uh, People would much rather um, give you support and advice than have to come to you and let you know that something was done incorrectly or having to redo something. There's no shame in not knowing something, especially if you've never been taught or trained in that particular area. If this is a workplace situation, let's see what we have here. Raphael, three of Raphael, that's the Three of Cups. Reasons to celebrate, a community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. That's wonderful. So, uh, aside from this divine guidance situation, maybe there's something that has been really troubling you. And I think the quick answer from Spirit here right now is just seek out answers to your questions. Okay. And then once you've done that, leave that behind you. The Three of Raphael says, find a reason to celebrate. If you're invited to a party or a get together, a celebration of some kind, please, even if you aren't sure if you want to be part of that, it's so important that we play as hard as we work, especially now where energies are really heavy and there's so much going on in the world that it's not as easy to find things to celebrate. So, when given an opportunity to spend time with friends, spend time with loved ones, doing things that you enjoy, doing something you've never done before, uh, if someone has always invited you to, come along and you usually um, cancel or refuse the invitation, it may be in your best interest to kind of go for it, to say yes this time, to see what's out there in store for you. We have the Eight of Gabriel. This is the Eight of Wands. So there's a great deal of activity. Sudden and immediate results, important communication. The Eight of Gabriel would be the Eight of Wands in a regular Rider Waite tarot deck. And the Eight of Wands really represents obstacles and um, challenges kind of disappearing, dissolving, moving out of your way so that you can move forward. A great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, something's happening quickly. So you may be receiving some information. You may be there's something coming through for you that makes you change your plans, do something a little bit differently, go somewhere where you weren't planning on going. You may be taking a trip. This may be an unexpected, unplanned trip. And so, if this is in cahoots here with this three of Raphael, the celebrate with friends energy, this could be, having very short notice to pack up and take a trip with friends. It doesn't have to be on the other side of the world. It could simply be within your own area, outside of your own city, maybe, or maybe it's a girls' weekend. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. No, I refuse to. I'm not giving in. I'm not being sick. No. All right. So yeah, my goodness, I apologize. I hope that wasn't loud. Okay, where was I? Yeah, so this something you've got something really coming through for you quickly. So if you're thinking, "Oh, well, really I don't have any plans, Shelley." Well, it's because they haven't made it to you yet. If you had the plans now for um this new season coming forward, you'd have all sorts of time to plan. But this Eight of Gabriel is telling me you're not going to have a whole lot of time to plan. It's going to be very quick, fast moving. It's going to be, are you coming? Yes, no, yes, I'm coming. Okay, what do I need? You're going to get those things that you need. You're going to put them all together. There's a great deal of excitement, a great deal of happiness, and off you go. That's the energy I'm feeling. Seven of Michael is the Seven of Swords. And this card says there's a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. So, this better course of action available with the Emperor card there and then the Divine Guidance. I almost feel as though you have been um, kind of isolating a little bit, which is totally understandable given the state of, our current reality. Um, and that may have been very appropriate for the time. It may have been very important for you to step back out of the chaotic energies um, that were surrounding you or in your workplace, in your family, in your home, in your community. But uh, that's not, now that you have replenished your energy, now that you've regained your strength, now that you have separated yourself from the intense emotional and kind of the strain to your nervous system, if you have pulled back from all that, now you're feeling some kind of way and you're feeling better, it's time now to move out into the world again. Okay, but not to move out into whatever heaviness that you may have been experiencing in the past. It's not about going out and for someone here, I'm feeling as though you have taken a leave of absence from work, um, and because it was very overwhelming. This leadership that you may need now is about going back to work, going back into the workplace. You are in a recovered state now that you can do that, but seeking guidance from a leader, um, and manning up and standing up for yourself. It's time to go in there and set boundaries, what you will and won't um, do. I will give 110% of my 9 to 5, and I'm willing to help out other people, but I'm doing my job. And when my job is over, I'm going home and I will not be responding to emails, or I will not be coming in. If you call me, these are my boundaries so that you can play as hard as you work. So that comes through for somebody. Let's see. New beginnings. Exactly. Archangel Jeremiel. Starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. Okay. So, yeah, For someone here, you have taken that step back. You finally recognized and realized and appreciate your worth, the value that you bring, and you know, have come to realize that you are a human being, not a human doing. And we were, you know, born of this earth to live lives and experience all the things, not just the get up, go to work, um, come home, eat, sleep, do it all again, right? You are meant to be abundant. You are meant to have joy and love and peace and celebration and fun in your life. All of us are always going to have the obstacles, the challenges, the things that go wrong, the moments of grief and sorrow and loss and lack. It's so important that we don't stay in that energy and that we seek out opportunities to celebrate, to love, to laugh. Belly laughs are so therapeutic. All right. If you can find a reason to belly laugh, if you've got, you know, one of those close friends that you can laugh till you can barely breathe, seek out that person right now. That's who you need right now. Let's see. Six of Ariel. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. Okay. So Ariel is the pentacles, represents the pentacles in original Rider Waite. This is a card of um, giving and receiving, of you receiving back threefold what you have given to others. Okay, so every act of kindness that you have shared, every smile, um, you know, you have no idea how you may have impacted someone's life, and that energy, that positive, you know, that optimistic, that just kind, compassionate, empathetic energy that you've given to others is coming back to you. It's also a card to trust the universe. Okay, do the things that you need to do, and then trust the universe to provide. Talk to your guardian angels, talk to your spirit guides, ask for help if you need it. No one ever worried money into the bank. Okay, so that stress and anxiety that you may find yourself in if you're feeling or sensing a material lack can keep you in that space, right? Can draw more of that to you. So do the things that you need to do, seek the help if you need it, and then trust the universe that it's coming through for you. Four of Ariel. When you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. So, depending how this relates in your situation, pile number one, when you give, you also receive. That's what we were just talking about with the six of Ariel. But it can also talk about being very resistant to change. So, for some, this is an energy of not allowing your finances, your abundance to flow. Okay. Um, and it really creates a blockage with it. Now, that's not to suggest that you go out and spend everything in your savings account or all the money and don't pay the rent. It's not that. It's that clinging to things, holding on to things is not um, mm, is not going to be helpful. I'm trying to find a way to articulate this. Okay. Oftentimes, the universe has difficulty providing us with things because there's no more room. Okay, there's so much going on. It can be internally, like in your own head, in your own mind, in your own being, that you have so much going on that you just wish you know could receive the answer to make a change in your life. But is there space in your heart for that? Is there space in your mind? Are you quieting your mind at any point to allow messages to come through for you? That's the kind of energy. Also, it can be an energy of being in a space that's very cluttered. Maybe you're surrounded by things, so many things, in fact, that you couldn't possibly use or enjoy or even look at all of your things every day. Is there something that you can get rid of? Is there spaces within your home that you can clear? Is there something that you have and you have it because it's useful, but truthfully you haven't used it in however many years? Is there someone you know that could use it? Because if you have something useful that you don't use and someone else can, that's an act of kindness, right? So giving it to them, selling it to them, donating to, um, thrift stores or shelters where someone can use and benefit from something that you once had on a shelf because it was useful, even though you didn't use it. That's that keeping the energy going, the flow going. And we have 16, change your life with Archangel Camuel, a sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. Look at this. So we have four major arcanas. This spring slash autumn for you is going to represent change. If it's about spring cleaning, clearing out your space, clearing out your schedule, uh, saying no when you want to say no, only taking on responsibilities that are yours, not doing things for others that they ought to be doing themselves. Okay, that's all this energy for you coming forward. There's some beautiful things coming through for you, great reasons to celebrate, a great deal of activity. There's going to be important communication, new beginnings, new opportunities, a fresh new start. And it starts with the intention in your mind to experience that brand new start, that brand new beginning. I'm going to clear this all out. Start small, just start, right? So uh, don't become overwhelmed. If you have an entire house full of clutter, start in one small corner of one small room. And then once you've done that, stop and appreciate it and feel the energy in that new space. Once you've done that, you can breathe, you know, easier. The air's lighter once you remove some of the stuff. So for some reason that's a strong one for someone. It's a strong message coming through for someone. All right, I'm going to end the reading today with an oracle card. This is the Find Your Own Way Oracle deck, and I'm going to do this one because these cards have affirmations. This has been coming through for a lot of readings, even in the zodiac readings. So I think it's something really important that people need to hear right now. Temporary vessel of eternity. Mhm. We live in a physical body surrounded by a visual environment and tangible possessions. This existence makes it easy to fixate on material things, valuing quantity over quality. When we try to explore our spirit and purpose, our imagination can become fixated on the physical, often burying the unseen under the seen. As we experience life, age, and loss, we become more aware of our own physical fragility and transience. This can be a fearful process. However, by prioritizing your spirit, you can find freedom in the eternal and power in the present. To be present is to let go and relinquish ownership. To be free is to recognize that your body is a precious temporary vessel of the universe. To create, love, and grow, deny fear rather than death. And the affirmation for this card is, may I embrace transience, seek the unseen, break cycles, and create. All right, my pal number one, this has been your reading. I hope it resonated. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Also, consider subscribing to my channel if you want to be notified if I upload more readings. You can hit the notification bell. And until next time, my friends, I'm wishing you love and blessings. Go out there and have fun and be safe. My pile number two, friends, you have chosen the King of Teacups in the Alice in Wonderland tarot deck. The King of Teacups, I love this energy. That would be the King of Cups, who is a really benevolent person in your life, someone who is really um, I just want to say warm and squishy, and I don't know what that means, but they are a person who wears their heart on their sleeve, who shows you a great deal of compassion and support, someone that you can always count on to make you feel better, right? So this could be a bestie who just has your back and always seems to be able to find the light at the end of the tunnel, see the cup half full, that kind of energy. It could be a grandparent who recognizes your mood immediately. It could be a child, a parent, um, whoever that is for you, you know, a coworker, whoever, it doesn't matter, whoever that energy, whatever that person, whoever that person is for you, where it's kind of represents a safe place for you to fall. Okay. So, pile number two, you may be seeking this person out, or you may be becoming this person for someone else in your life. It's a beautiful energy to be in. It's a beautiful energy to be around. Knight of Teacups. Yeah. Okay. So, Knight of Teacups is saying that this is you. You are this king of teacups. The knight of teacups knows how to show love, knows how to um, show compassion, is empathetic, and willing to be vulnerable, willing to be wrong. Uh, Also wants to see both sides of a situation, wants to understand another person's ideas or opinions, and does so with love. Okay, so you're in some really kind of um, it's giving like it's giving like Santa and elf energy, if you understand what I mean, like you just holly jolly kind of stuff. Okay, the Four of Wands. All right, so this is family. This is representing family for you. Four of Flowers. If I didn't say Four of Wands, or if I did say Four of Wands, that's what it would be in the original Rider Waite tarot deck. But Four of Flowers is telling me that there may be someone in your family who is needing this energy, who is needing this support, um, this guidance, who needs you to show up and be vulnerable so that maybe a conversation can ensue. Perhaps there's a person that is fearing judgment. I really want to see what this is for you. Four of Flowers always speaks to me of success in family dynamics. Okay. So I think if there's a situation that you're in right now, you're not sure how to show up in, what energy to show up in, you're being asked to show up in an energy of love. Okay. So, an energy of love and acceptance. Ooh, okay, we can't take all of those, but I'll take the top one. The Strength card comes through. And the Strength card is about inner strength, right? Not powerful, muscular, how much you can pick up, how much you can bench press kind of strength. This is the strength of mind, strength of heart, strength of will, courage. The Strength card speaks more being able to show up for yourself, being able to show up for others without having to overtake a situation or having to change anyone, or the Strength card is that individual. If we could speak of this individual, and it may be you may recognize yourself in this energy, the energy of a loving, supportive um, family member or friend who's willing to, um, you know, wear their heart on their sleeve, willing to um, walk the line, or actually do or support in some tangible way. Uh, yeah, my gosh, it's so difficult. I'm trying to find an example that would encompass it all. Mm, and I'm drawing a blank. How this, and maybe this is resonating for you, Paul number two. Maybe this is making sense. Unfortunately for me, I'm having difficulties. I do feel as though that you are representing as a role model for someone or many someones, that it's important that you recognize your strength in a situation, your power in a situation, to maintain control uh, of your control of your temper, control of your energy. This is the Strength card is that live and let live card for me. So I don't have to agree with you. I don't have to accept. I forgive you whether you choose to apologize or not. And you forgive for your own heart so that you can give back to someone the energy that they're trying to have you carry, right? Queen of Hedgehogs. That's the Queen of Pentacles. That's exactly right. The Queen of Hedgehogs is proud. Proud, but not stubbornly so. Okay? Proud, but accepting of others. She, she knows who she is. She values what she has. She's very grateful and feels very blessed for the blessings that she does have. She's very generous and outgoing and helpful. Okay. The Queen of Hedgehogs does not compare herself to anybody else. Okay. Um, does not put anyone above herself, if that makes any sense. So if um, the Queen of Hedgehogs doesn't look over to their neighbor and say, oh, they're better, they have more, they have this, they have that, I wish I had this, I wish I had that. The Queen of Pentacles doesn't wish for or want anything that someone else has. The Queen of Pentacles is proud and strong and happy and feels blessed and grateful for all that she has and all that she is. She recognizes her strength, she recognizes her beauty, and she can be happy for others that may have more. Um, but she doesn't wish to be them. That's a really a card of sitting in your blessings and really giving appreciation for all that you do have. Okay, where is this going? The Six of Hedgehogs. Okay. Okay. All of this is I just got a message that says, okay, you're doing it all. You're holding it together. You're trying to be patient. You're trying to be supportive. Um, you're being loving. You're biting your tongue. You're choosing not to walk into battle, or you're not choosing violence. You're doing all the things, and you're holding yourself together. And sometimes it makes you very wary. Okay, sometimes, even though you know that that is not who you are and that's not how you want to behave, sometimes you just want to scream your head off and throw rocks at everybody, tell everybody to shut up, kick everybody out of the house, whatever that energy is. But you're not. Okay, you have been very strong in the face of everything that's going on. um, you have been very strong. You've been a leader. You've been showing others around you how to show up. And because of that, all right, the universe has seen that, has seen all the hard work, has seen the efforts made, knows how difficult it is to remain positive, especially in light of some of the stuff that's happening in the world today. Um, but yeah, the universe wants you to know that all of the kindness and goodness and blessings that you um, give to others, the acceptance, the understanding, the benefit of the doubt, all that energy, that positive, optimistic energy that you are giving out is coming back to you, okay, tenfold. This is a congratulations, what a great job you're doing. And we know it's difficult, and keep going. And oh, by the way, here's some gifts for you. So, gifts may come in for you from the universe in ways that you didn't expect it. Gifts could be financial abundance in terms of, money that you loan somebody coming back to you. It could be a refund on your taxes. It could be a pay raise or a promotion. It could be that something somewhere messed up and you had been overpaying for a big period of time, and now it's coming back to you. It doesn't have to be financial. This could be some fortunate news, some communication you've been waiting for, some information that you've been seeking, an answer to a long, a question long overdue for an answer. Um, it could represent uh, an increase in energy, come through for you as, better health in some way, perhaps responding better to a treatment or a medication or something like that. Something is coming through for you to make your life better. Okay, as an appreciation for all of the things that you have done, all of the good positive energy you've put out into the world. And of course, that's not why we do it, but it is a recognition and an acknowledgement of how loved you truly are. So, however it shows up for you, just be willing to receive it. Okay, you don't have to look for it, but when it shows up, um, be willing to receive it. And when you receive it with grace, you will receive many, many more blessings. Okay? Wow. So, this is a good news message. You're moving into spring or autumn. Look, yeah, the one of hedgehogs. This is a new opportunity coming through for you. For example, if the one of hedgehogs, if you've been looking for a new home or a new living situation, a new job, a new relationship, a new car, whatever it is that you've been seeking, right? Um, Maybe on the down low without really letting anyone else notice. That's what the gift from the universe may be for you, because this one of hedgehogs is just that. It's an opportunity, it's a gift, it's a starting point for you to jump off of or off from. Four of Spears is a reminder. Four of Spears would be a Four of Swords, and that's a reminder to uh, rest, continue to treat yourself well, to not overthink a situation, okay? Um, to sometimes let things work themselves out. Don't overcomplicate things in that Four of Swords and the Three of Hedgehogs. Beautiful. Yeah, things are coming in for you. You simply need to allow them to come in, to be receptive to blessings arriving for you. Okay, so none of this, oh no, no, not for me. No, it's for you and it's coming through. And what you're going to do is accept it and say, thank you, universe. Thank you for this gift. Yeah. Two of Teacups is the bottom of the deck energy, which is a message of love. All right. So this entire message has been a message of love from your soul family, from passed on loved ones, from your ancestors, from Gus, who is God, universe, source, or spirit, however you identify the creator. All right. A recognition of your strength and your beauty. This is a beautiful message of beautiful things coming through for you. Um, yeah. Wow. I hope my pile was pile number two. Because that's what a fun deck, too, eh? I will confess, I've never watched Alice in Wonderland from beginning to end. Not because it's not a great movie or story, but because it's a long one and I just don't have that kind of attention span. Courage Within. We're ending your reading with Find Your Own Way Oracle message. Uh, Courage Within makes total sense to wrap this reading up. These cards also have affirmations, so we'll read that well. Courage is the conscious decision to confront fear, awakening the fierce tiger within your heart. Courage isn't a gift, it's a skill nurtured with self love and focus. Courage is not lost completely. You simply lose sight of it when doubts and fears arise. It's always been in your hands. Without these distinctions, you may feel powerless when external sources of support are unavailable. Taking courage means digging deep and generating your own strength. Like a sleeping tiger, this strength is waiting to be summoned to face your fears and act powerfully in your most vulnerable moments. By focusing on your heart's true intention, feed this courageous tiger with fiery love and hope. It takes practice to recall inner resilience and courage, but once unleashed, it becomes easier to access each time. You may even find that your courage has the power to inspire courage in others. It's beautiful. Having the courage to stand up for what you believe in, having the courage to speak your truth, to show up authentically, gives others permission to do same. Not that that's your job, but it certainly is a benefit. Okay. The affirmation with this card is, may I recall my courage with intention and faith to generate my own strength. So again, may I recall my courage with intention and faith to generate my own strength. Pile number 2, this has been your reading. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. If it did, please give me a thumbs up. It helps others to find the channel. As well, if you'd like to consider subscribing, if you don't already, you can just hit the subscribe button, the notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload new readings. And until next time, my friends, I'm wishing you love and blessings. One out there, have fun and be safe. Till next time. Pile number 3, you have chosen the Ten of Cups from the Cozy Witch Tarot deck, and I love this. It says, okay, but sometimes it really is all about rainbows and smiles. So it doesn't have to be complicated. You're allowed to be happy. You're allowed to be joyful. You're allowed to do fun stuff. You don't have to apologize for taking time for yourself. You know, sometimes the purpose of doing something is no purpose at all, right? Um, why did we go to the beach? Were we at the beach to accomplish something, or were we no, we went to the beach because we wanted to go to the beach and we wanted to have fun. And yes, there's all sorts of things left at home that need to be done, but that's not what we're worried about right now. Right now we're worried about our heart space, we're worried about our little cup of love, and we are doing something for the sheer joy of it. So this might be a time for you to embrace some part of yourself. 111 was on the clock when I said that. It may be a time for you to explore, do something a little crazy, a little different, something that makes your heart beat a little faster. Yeah, yeah, for no other reason than you want to, and it would be fun. You don't have to justify your actions. You don't have to qualify your feelings. Yeah, it's just do it because it feels good. Do it because you're having fun. Do it because you're enjoying yourself. That's the message there. Ah, Five of Pentacles. Nothing is ever as hopeless as it seems. I get it. So things are rough right now, right? Um, I know globally as a planet, we're in some kind of situation right now that is unlike anything I've ever felt or witnessed. And a lot of people are feeling that they can't be joyful, they can't celebrate because there are horrible atrocities happening in the world, and there are. That is absolutely true. And we can pray for those in positions or situations that are difficult. But it is still really important that you take time to relax your nervous system, to ground yourself. You you don't need to apologize for laughter, for happiness, for joy, for celebration. And also, please remember that in some of the most difficult of life situations, you see true beauty and love, okay? True courage and strength. Um, I know in my own life experience, I've had horrible traumatic experiences that have brought out the kindness and generosity of others that was unmatched, indescribable. Offers of love and support and help, and people pitching in and working together. There can be real beauty in some of the most difficult of times. Okay, and nothing is ever as hopeless as it seems. We don't want to stay in that energy of despair, of lack, of loss, right? Uh, find the blessing, or a blessing. Doesn't mean a situation has to have all sorts of blessings. but find a blessing. There certainly is at least a blessing in every experience. Okay, let's see. Ace of Wands. Don't you see how your passion makes you glow? 13, the Broom. Tidy up your life so you can make space for something better. 2 of Cups. Some people are like pumpkins to your spice. These cards are beautiful. I absolutely love them. Okay, absolutely. So this is a message from Spirit to really try to embrace the beauty in your life wherever you can find it, to give thanks and uh, gratitude for blessings that you have. I love this broom, tidy up your life so you can make space for something better. This is an ideal time, particularly moving into spring in the Northern Hemisphere, to do that spring cleaning. Open up your windows and let the air blow through. If you find yourself cluttered in a space or just overrun with things that are taking up space and energy around you, it may be time to collect some things and donate. If you have something you're holding on to because it's useful, because it works, because it's new, um, because it has a purpose, but you don't have a need for it, you haven't used it, um, the purpose it has is not something that benefits you in some way, is there someone you can give that to? Is there a place you can donate that where another person's need or another person's lack uh, will be eliminated by your gift? Okay, those sorts of things help clear our energy, they help clear our homes, our spaces. If you take one area of your home or one area of a room that is, it could even be a junk drawer. Because I've done this recently. I cleaned out my junk drawer. It's surprising how much stuff I pulled out of that, and how I ever got the drawer shut, I don't know. But I cleaned it out. I almost every time I walked past that drawer in the kitchen, I pulled it out to look at it. It just made me feel better. Crappy day, not feeling my best, but that drawer looks so good. There's so much space in there. It makes your space lighter. It makes your energy, I don't know, it's just different. Trust me on this one. And some people are like pumpkin to your spice, 2 of Cups. Yeah, it's time to, the stress and the worry and the lack um, that may be around you, um, that energy right now may not be going anywhere, but you can step outside of that. Find someone who truly supports you, someone who lifts your spirit, someone who understands who you are. Go out, and if you don't have that person, now's the time to go out and find your soul tribe. If you're watching this video, then you are likely interested in spirituality and different divination sort of techniques and tools. There is a huge loving community here for you. Okay, so if you don't have it right now, then put yourself out there and find your people. Okay, I'm really feeling as though that's something. I feel like you've been hanging on to some kind of stress, worry, feeling of lack, um, feeling of being left behind, left without. And yeah, this message is telling you that the universe sees how beautiful you are. The universe sees your glow, sees your passion, sees your purpose. Let's see, we have The Queen of Cups, honoring your emotions, is one of the highest forms of self care. And Two of Pentacles, when life gets chaotic, find a way to get grounded and balanced. Yeah. So, pile number 3, I feel as though you may be like many of us, having difficulty balancing what we're seeing on the news, what we're reading on social media, understanding understanding, period. You know, regardless of what side of issues you are on, there is a very clear division, many different points of division in the world, and a real loss of the understanding that we are all so more alike than we are different, that we are indeed one human race, and that the um, the difficulties happening in the world today, the wars in particular that are happening, are not representative of the people, the common everyday people who are simply trying to live their lives. You know, get up in the morning and feed their pets and walk their dog and feed their children and go to work and go to the playground and that's what most of us are trying to do. Okay, that's what the mass majority of people are trying to do, and it's it's easy to forget that when all we see are these big loud voices, um, screaming hate and division and disruption. So honoring your emotions is, you don't it's not healthy to walk around acting like nothing is phasing you, pile number 3, but um, you can be phased. When something is sad and you feel the urge to cry, then cry. That is, you know, that's what you do. That's what you do when you're sad. You cry. You know, if you want to scream, scream. Feel all the emotions. They're all relevant. It's just important not to stay in that place, okay? Because it is really important to recognize that although we want to change all of the difficult aspects of the world right now, no one of us has the power to do that. However, as a collective, we do. So, simple acts of a smile, or lending a helping hand, or a kind word, a message of support, a gift to a stranger, those sorts of things raise people's vibration. And right now, the vibration surrounding the world is very low vibrational, heavy, anger, div, divisive, divisive. An energy of divide, of um, of war. Right. That's the energy kind of surrounding big chunks of the planet, and if the rest of us can lift our energies to uh, higher vibrations, to vibrations of love and support and kindness and help and empathy and compassion, uh, that's truly stronger, you know, than that lower vibrational energy. I'm going to say it again. I say it all the time, but I'm going to say it again because I absolutely love this movie. So if you haven't seen Monsters Inc., and you're going to, spoiler alert right here. But in Monsters Inc., which is a cartoon, it's a children's movie, and I adore it. Um, the monsters go into children's rooms at night, and come out of their closets and scare them. And the energy that comes from the children's screams is bottled, and that's what fuels and energizes the monsters universe. And again, spoiler alert, by the end of the movie, they learn and discover that a child's laughter, that child's laughter, the same child that would have been screaming in fear before, that child's laughter in delight, um, is like 10 times more powerful than the screams of fear. Okay, and that laughter, that positive energy, fuels the monsters universe and then some. Okay, so it's just so profound. It's such a profound way to show that people do get something from instilling uh, fear and terror. But what's even more profound is how people are affected with laughter and love and empathy and compassion. So there's so much more strength in that. Okay. Anyway, now I gotta go watch Monsters Inc., honestly. And I don't even have a little one. My little ones are, late 20s and 30, but anyway. The High Priestess. When in doubt, your first gut feeling can always be trusted. I believe in that. And the Knight of Cups. Romanticize the present moment every chance you get. How's that for a message? Call number 3. Romanticize the present moment every chance you get. I love that. If you can stop right now, whatever you're doing, and look around you and find some blessing, find something beautiful. Are you wearing comfortable clothes today? Do they just feel good on your body? Is there a pleasant smell coming from the kitchen? Are you baking or cooking? Are you exercising in a gym, listening to this on your earpods, and you're watching people in a corner laughing, busting a gut at something funny? Find some beauty in every part of your day. Bottom of the deck energy for you. 8 of Wands. Light a fire underneath your cauldron and go, go, go. Yeah. Don't let life happen to you, pile number 3. Go out there and make life happen. Okay? Don't just take it, make it. I'm going to throw all the cliches at you. Don't be a human doing, be a human being. Oh, how corny is that? It's true, though. Like, why are the cliches and the cornier the cliches? They're true, right? This is an absolutely beautiful message, and I love it. It started with, okay, but sometimes it really is all rainbows and smiles, and the um, bottom of the deck energy being light a fire underneath your cauldron and go, go, go. Live your life, be joyful, be happy, spread love and kindness, empathy and compassion, you know. All right, we are going to end your reading, pile number 3, with a Find Your Own Way Oracle card. Let us see. I love these cards. They also have an affirmation at the end, so I am definitely going to use these Cozy Witch tarot cards more frequently because I love the illustrations. Oh, you got 2. And the messages are really clear, really concise. Let's see. What do we have? First one. Pause and release. Let me read that for you. Your feelings constantly flow and react to the world around you and the things you experience. Sometimes you need to make time to sit with these emotions in order to work through them. Take a pause now to identify what emotions you need to hold on to, process, and release healthily. Don't suppress your feelings, acknowledge and honor their validity before processing and releasing them. This is an art that cultivates wisdom and brings healing. Visualize the emotion you're experiencing, whether you view it as positive or negative. Um, Now the writing just got small, bear with me. Imagine this emotion as water, held in a cup within your mind. Calm your body and steady your breath, visualizing the water becoming still as you do. See your reflection in the still water, recognizing its value and impact on you. Reflect on its joy or sorrow and how you wish to express it through your actions. Then pour out the water, channeling it in a way that fosters love and healing. The affirmation with this card is, may I feel deeply, may I hold gently, and may I release lovingly. All right. And carve your own course is your second oracle message. I'll read that to you as well. The river offers profound wisdom for our life's journey, ever flowing, expanding, and cycling through earth, sea, and sky. It always returns to its source. Though calm and steady, a river teems with life and immense power, gradually shaping its pathways through the landscape. It occupies the space it needs with strength and independence, while harmonizing with the land and its natural obstacles. The river understands that nature is ever changing, and it grows alongside the shifting environment. With your free will, you can carve your own course with strength and honor, navigate obstacles, and flow with nature to grow and find peace. Balance your will with temperance, respecting the paths of others around you. And the affirmation with this card is, may I take up space, working with nature, not against it. So again, may I take up space, working with nature, not against it. Call number 3, this has been your reading. What a beautiful reading it was. I hope it resonated. If it did, please give me a thumbs up. It helps others to find the channel. And until next time, my friends, I'm wishing for you love and blessings. Go out there, have some fun, and be safe. Bye for now.